All right, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word on true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to tie this lesson. Justice, pretty much justice will be served. When we stand on the planet Earth, the Lord, you know, bringing forth judgments in the earth, various things, that's bringing forth turmoil and uprisings, war. All these things contribute to the Edomite kingdom to be plucked up. This contributes to this man kingdom being broken down. The very pillars that uphold it is not there no more. So when that splat calm, which is World War III, the Lord set up what his devil, his inheritance is going to be a desert, because you ain't gonna be able to plant or build anything from that. But this is what we seeing on earth: justice, man. These prophecies playing out. That's your how by Shema Shai springing into action. Matter of fact, let's get some in the book of Exodus, chapter 2. And I started at verse 23. It reads, "And it came to pass in the process of time." And when you read Romans the 15th chapter and the 4th verse, it's peace on the things that were written aforetime, ran for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So the things that's in the records is not meant, just to be categorized to the Bible days, ancient times, or even how Esau now would water it down by turning certain accounts into coloring books. These things that happen, we're going to apply it today because we it's a template of what's going on today. But now, what we can read the latter end, and we can hope in that. So it says, Exodus chapter 2, verse 23, it says, "And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by the reason of the bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up to the Most High by reason of their bondage." And it's only particular spirits that's actually crying to Yahweh by Shema Shai. Hey, that widow, unfortunate widow, was crying about that adversary. It speaks on as well in Sirach, the 35th chapter, about him that caused them to fall. So it's just this captivity, because you hear, being on top of being in captivity, you surrounded by wickedness. You're captive under that. Like you got to deal with this butch manager. That's captivity, man. That's hell. You know, that's a form of it. That's form of the body, but that's here in Babylon the Great. But really, only particular spirits are in it, which is the elect. It says, "And the Most High heard their groanings, and the Most High remembered His covenant unto Abraham with Isaac and with Jacob. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them." And we see that playing out today in this perfection, because the Lord gave us this understanding. We was revived. The Lord's anger played out through that bondage. But now this is where that grace, the Lord is, having mercy, but it's only upon the elect. But now He's going to spring into action, because in that that brought forth the plagues. What's that in Second Ezra 15? Let's see. Second Ezra chapter 15 and right in verse 10 it reads, no, Slakia. Let me start at verse 8. It reads, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. And that's these devils, man. We can see that. Just like back then, them Egyptians, these devils uphold those very same customs. It's just a different name, you know. You just wearing some jeans this time, but you're doing the same shit. It says, it says, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. See? So that's the same category. That's not everybody. That's the just, the upright in heart. That's who the Lord is considering. That's who he's hearing. Talk about the prayer of the humble pierce of the clouds. The elect, you know. It says so like it. So like it. Hold up. Kind. It says, and therefore it's like it says, and therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them. See? Going back to the widow. Luke the 18th chapter. Because that was her request. Oh, even when you read Revelations the 18th chapter, how the holy apostles and prophets rejoice because the Most High avenged her. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And that's here in America now. Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. That's how we know this is concerning America, because this judgment is going to require the whole landmass being totally destroyed. And when the judgment concerning the whole land being destroyed, Ezekiel, I mean not Ezekiel, um, Jeremiah chapter 50, 51, it says Babylon was going to be inhabited of devils. But then when you go on to 40, when you go back to 49, that's the same judgment, but it says Edom. Isaiah 34, it says Edom is going to be a desert. Malachi 4, the first chapter says Edom is going to be a desert. Revelation 18 chapter speaks on how Babylon is going to be desert, but it's the same thing. It's talking about America. So that's going to be the perfection of the judgment of Egypt. Going back to how those very same accounts that is as a template, because also it was going to play out again, but now it's playing out in its perfection. So the Lord is enacting justice by bringing forth these plagues. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with the fearful consolation. So that's the Lord pretty much smiting this place, the pillars pretty much from uh your damn nigga crops and shit is being attacked. The foundations, even the you had the retail apocalypse, you had the restaurant apocalypse. These things kept this horror up top. But now the Lord is bringing forth justice. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end off on this. Let's get this in the book of Psalms, chapter 58. And verse 10. Oh, that's the spirit. I ain't know what I said. They saying um Psalms 58 and 10 reads, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. And that's the ultimately that's going into the destruction. But even now, this is part of the rejoicing process because there's the Lord is making a change in the earth. He's removing the wicked. And the indicator is these prophecies. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he has a power that judgeth in the earth. So the Lord is a just power. And it's been made clear in what the Lord is doing. He's removing this devil. But you gonna know the Lord is a just power once this man is destroyed because of the results. Now you're gonna be able to live, man. You know? So yeah, I just hope this will edify, like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Let us say shalom to the elect that teaches word on true faith and sincerity. Shalom.